Welcome to temperature measurement class. In this today's class, we'll try to discuss the leftover topic of Unit 4. We start with pyrometer first. Earlier also I told you pyrometer is only mean of non-contact temperature measurement. So these days all
Sir,
electronic.
yesterday in last class we have seen only LM335, sir.
Yeah, that is different thing.
Yes, sir.
Now, in today's class, we will discuss two things. One is pyrometer, another one the thermocouples, right? The agenda of today's
Yes, sir.
class is radiation type of temperature sensor, and second one thermocouple. Okay, I'm starting with radiation type of temperature sensor. So that is nothing but pyrometer. The silent features of this instrument is it is non-contact type of transducer. Non-contact means there is no need to make a contact with the medium from where you want to pick the temperature information. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Example, the temperature gun which is used in COVID days for temperature measurement. The second important point about this is it is based on radiation type, meaning the electromagnetic radiation which is getting emitted by the hard body is sensed in this particular case. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you see I have written the principle. It measures the temperature in terms of emitted electromagnetic radiation by hot body, right? We know that a body at higher temperature emits electromagnetic radiation. This is the principle which is used in this pyrometer. All hot bodies having capacity to emit electromagnetic radiation. So that electromagnetic radiation we measure in order to sense the hardness of the hard body. Hope it is clear to everybody. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The next point. Okay. A black body having the power of emission is this sigma p to the power 4, where this sigma is nothing but Boltzmann constant. The next point is the wavelength of the electromagnetic radiation used in pyrometer in this type of temperature sensor is zero point 0.5 micrometer to 8 micrometer. So mostly visible light is used. What is used? Visible light. So this is visible light spectrum is used to measure the electromagnetic radiation emitting by hard body. So now I will introduce you the diagram or the setup with the help of which one can trap the temperature information from the hard body with the help of this optical mean. So are you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You see, we have an adjustable eyepiece setup with the help of which we can align the optical interface to the hard body. So if this is aligned, then what happens is the electromagnetic radiation which is emitting by this hot body is uh, uh, adjusted to fall on this optical setup. This is actually called as optical filter. So this optical filter is having capacity to uh, trap a particular wavelength of electromagnetic radiation emitting by this hot body. So this is falling on a detector whose capacity is to convert the radiation into electrical signal. This setup is optical filter. What is the use of this optical filter? To uh, provide a path for a bandwidth of electromagnetic radiation. To provide a path to a bandwidth of electromagnetic radiation. Is it clear? So only one particular bandwidth of electromagnetic radiation is allowing by this optical filter. Hope it is clear to everybody. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Huh. If suppose the electromagnetic radiation is falling on this particular detector, then the job of this detector is to convert this electromagnetic waves or radiation into electrical signal. Electrical signal. Right? So, in this particular setup, can you identify the sensor whose job is to convert the temperature information into electrical signal? So this detector is itself is our sensor. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. The moment the information is available in electrical form, we can get these to be displayed on a temperature indicator, right? The job of this is to display the temperature information. Okay, take a notebook and write down this. Are you ready? Can I give the information?
Yes, sir.
Write down. Radiation pyrometer consisting of the following components. First one, write down. First one, optical component. In bracket you can write optical filter. First component is optical component. In bracket you can write optical filter. Second, write down detector. Third, write down temperature indicator. Third, write down temperature
Sir, what is second one?
detector. This is second one. Detector. This is second. This is first. This is second. This is third. Temperature detector indicator. Write about first component. Can I dictate?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The job of this component is to collect. The job of this component is to collect radiation energy emitted by hot object. The job of this component is to collect radiation energy emitted by the hot object. Write about second component. It is playing the role of sensor. It is playing the role of sensor whose job is to convert It is playing the role of sensor whose job is to convert the radiation energy into whose job is to convert the radiation energy into an electrical signal. The radiation energy into an electrical signal. Right about the third component, the temperature indicator. This setup, this setup is used to read the measured temperature data. This setup is used to read the measured temperature data. Okay, you can take this figure from the recording, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm moving to next part. That is nothing but the last part of our course. And interesting and very useful among all temperature measurement topic. And that is nothing but thermocouple. Thermocouple. Might be you have seen this thing in intermediate first year physics, right? Anyhow, are you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thermocouple. It is based on Seebeck effect. What is the Seebeck effect? According to this, if two dissimilar metals are joined together and their junctions are maintained at different temperatures. Do you know what is happened? Then, according to this man, an EMF is generated. An EMF is generated. Now, then you tell me, as according to your gain knowledge, so this type of temperature sensor is falling in which category? Active transducer or passive transducer? My question is clear?
Passive, sir. It will only show on and off.
Yeah, it is active transducer because it is generating a, a signal electromagnetic force or a voltage, right? Because of some action. No internally external voltages are being used in order to generate the output voltage. That's the reason it is called as active transducer. Remember, we have seen this in type of transducer. Basically, you can classify transducer into two types. One is active, another one passive. What is the job of active transducer? Convert physical phenomena into electrical signal. without using intermediate energy, right? What is
Yes,
the
sir.
meaning of intermediate energy? There is no power supply use. Physical phenomena is converted into electrical signal. How about passive transducer? It also converts physical phenomena into electrical signal, but make use of power supply. Hope it is clear to everybody. You can remember the transducer classification. This example already I discussed this thing. Okay. Right? Is it okay? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Huh. Okay. Hence, thermocouple is it is an example of what? Passive transducer.
Active transducer.
I'm sorry. You are right. Very good. Chal. Next. Okay. So, suppose this is one material and this is another material. Suppose this is made with nickel and this is made with chromal, right? Hope it is clear to everybody. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
If suppose the junction temperature, so this metal welded together at this point, so a junction is formed. This metal is welded at this point, so a junction is formed. Suppose we are maintaining the junctions. This is at suppose some suppose these are ice pieces. We try to maintain this as reference temperature, right? This point is maintained as reference temperature. And this is exposed to hard body, right? Hope it is clear to everybody. Yes, no.
Cleared, sir.
Then what happened according to this? Huh. If suppose we keep a meter over here, a
EMF
voltmeter.
will be generated.
Yes, very good. And EMF will be generated. Okay. So here you see by the direct conversion of thermal energy, we are getting an electrical equivalent value. So with a simple lookup table which is providing by the data sheet, Data sheet provide the information. What information? Voltage,
Voltage and temperature relation.
great. Voltage and temperature relation. Serial number, this is voltage and this is temperature. Serial number 1, minimum voltage, minimum temperature, correct? Serial
Yes, sir.
number N, maximum voltage, maximum temperature, right? So this data sheet provide a table called as LPU. What is this LPU stand for? Lookup table. Lookup table. Hope it is clear to everybody. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Uh, Somebody is frequently joining and rejoining. What is the reason? Any problem? Okay, there is no specific problem, I think. Maybe because of network problem, you are doing like this. Okay, now what is time now exactly?
12:40, sir.
12:40. Okay, we can continue. Next, write down. So far, we have seen about thermocouple, uh, the principle on which the thermocouple is based, and we have seen that it is falling in the category of active transducer, and we have seen the circuit diagram, basic circuit diagram of thermocouple circuit. Now we will, and also we have seen that how to interpret the temperature information from this uh, calculated voltage information. Now we will see a topic called as types of thermocouple. Types of thermocouple. So maybe I'm covering this for short answer. If suppose you get a question, write about types of thermocouple, then you can write in this way. First type is based upon base metal. First type is based upon base metal. In these, the versions which fall can be type J, type K, type T, type E, etc. Okay, these are the few versions of thermocouple which fall in the category of base metal thermocouple, or thermocouple made with base metals. Okay, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
The second category is called as thermocouple made with noble metals. Thermocouple made with noble metals. And the type which are falling in this are type R, type S, type B, etc. The advantage of this type of thermocouple is they can cover higher range of temperature measurement, higher range of temperature measurement, And other point is they are expensive. They are expensive. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes.
It means that thermocouple made with base metals are comparatively economical than thermocouple made with noble metal. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Some more specification about one of the type of thermocouple. I'm considering type K. Type K. So we all know that every thermocouple should make use of two different metals. In case of type K, first metal is nickel, the second metal is chromium. Okay? Here EMF can be generated. This is one thing. Second thing is the temperature range of this is minus 270 degrees to 1260 degrees. Right? 1260 degrees. It covers the temperature range of measurement from minus 270 degrees to 1260 degrees. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no? So I stop today's class here only. In next class, we will see the remaining part of thermocouple.